where the hearing comes as dozens of those same tenants filed a massive lawsuit against the apartment complex owners, managers, and even more people than that.
Yeah, they're claiming the negligence and a lack of communications were the problem here. Nicole Nielsen was in that courtroom today.
This morning, attorney Katie Steele has one big point to make.
I think that my clients deserve to be able to have hope.
She's representing dozens of tenants in a lawsuit demanding accountability from the Cooper apartment complex for what she says was a botched handling of the aftermath of the fire.
Zero communication. Yeah. It took us filing a lawsuit to even have them answer my phone calls.
Today, a hearing in the 48th District Court was all about her request for injunctive relief, or the temporary restraining order demanded in the lawsuit to stop the destruction of any remaining property or demolition of the scene.
We understand that there is structural remediation that needs to happen in order to avoid a collapse of the building, and we understand that. However, that can't be at the cost of my client's possessions.
It comes after tenants received notices from the Cooper that their items would be disposed of. We heard personal stories of loss from tenants who testified, like Miriam Zarza, who to this day has no information from the Cooper about her 3 pets who were inside.
But the only thing I actually care about is just their remains and trying to put them to rest after all this chaos.
Steele says the goal of the temporary restraining order is so that tenants may eventually have access to the items in their units if cleared safe. Opposing counsel declined to interview, but argued their end goal would also be to save as much of the building as possible and allow tenants to get their things too. Steele and her clients say that's never been communicated.
Well, that information has changed since this has all been happening, because at first they were telling me that the building is actively coming down and it's not going to be possible.
But that's not the communication we have been received.
Opposing counsel also brought in a witness to testify on the integrity of the building, showing photos of apartments which were in ruin. They argued collapse is a real concern and there is a weight limit on every floor, so any retrieval would have to be safe. Now, the judge heard all the arguments today, but just within the last hour moved closing arguments to tomorrow at 2 o'clock, where we expect a final decision to be made. Reporting in Fort Worth, Nicole Nielsen, CBS News, Texas.